Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe vom SI Talk. Neben mir ist Schaefer, er ist einer der besten Ölanalysten, die ich hier kenne. Er ist selber based in Vancouver. Und ja, schauen wir mal, was er zu diesem Ölpreis-Schock sagt. Keith, thank you to have time for me, that we can do an update on the oil. And yeah, when I look at the oil market, I get a little bit nervous. So what is your vision of the market? See we the bottom, or are we going deeper, or what is what is your idea why we're going down and on this level?
Well, I think there's two things you want to think about right now. One is short term, and one's more medium long term. Like in the short term, Joe, nobody has a clue where oil's going. Like nobody really makes any money at these prices. It's just the derivatives, the financial players behind oil, moving the market up and down, however they can make money. So, but I think longer term, you're looking at an equilibrium price. I'm guessing around $65 a barrel. And the reason I say that is because certainly in North America, most of these guys have operating costs of around $40 a barrel. So at $25 a barrel profit, I think that enough production stays on, but also enough production stays off. So once you get over $70 a barrel, there's a lot of money in oil. It's over $30 profit a barrel. And I just think that incentivizes too much production. I actually think the cost of production is more than that. So that's still not really going to make money for very many people. But what the Americans can do that nobody else in the world can do is lend money. They can get the banks and the lenders and the private equity guys giving all these shale players a lot of money, enough rope to hang themselves. And really, I think you asked me, how do I think we got here? I think it was because the Saudis wanted to teach the bankers to the shale producers a lesson. So they just said, look, you guys can make money, but you can't do it when you're increasing production 1 million barrels a day a year. That's too much capital. It's in a zero interest rate environment. You can do that, but it doesn't make sense. So I think the Saudis tanked the price of oil to teach the shale bankers a lesson that says if you lend to these guys, we'll do this, and their cash flow becomes zero, and you're not going to get paid ever. So if you keep lending to these guys like fools, you're going to pay. And I think that's why we are where we are.
Yeah, that's it's one of the things, but I also think that the Saudis teach us, or not only teach the companies, teach the banks, that they don't spend too much money. What do you think, how much money the banks lend to this company? There is some rough numbers for 500 billion, 550 billion. What do you expect?
Well, right now, when you look at how, if the U.S. wants to hold production steady, even at $60 a barrel, they need to lend the shale companies about $12.5 billion every 90 days. So that's $50 billion a year with oil at $60 to keep things steady.
And this is the fantastic thing that this morning I wake up and look BNN here, and then CIBC coming out with a new yearly oil fuel price target from 55 or something. JP Morgan was 49 or something. And sometimes I think the people don't understand the decline curve of fracking oil. You lose 75–80% in the first, I would say, and I'm 6 months, 9 months, you lose all the production. So when you are in the fracking business, you must drill. If you're not drill, then your production going down. And then sometimes I think why they come up with these numbers. That is my question, what I'm always thinking. Or is this only a gambling from the banks that they say, okay, with them I can make most money? I don't know.
Well, I think the market got very complacent that the Saudis were going to cut production and keep the market price stable for oil, which is what they've done for the last 3–4 years. Whenever they were asked to increase production, like when Libya went offline, they did. and they got to benefit from $100 oil. So when you're producing an extra 1 million barrels a day at $100, $100 million a day revenue, that's not so bad. So I think the street really figured that the Saudis would voluntarily give that back when the time came, and the Saudis just said, no, we're not going to do that. And I actually think it's probably a good thing, because like I say, you're seeing a huge misallocation of capital because of zero interest rate policy to the shale guys who really don't deserve that much money. There are some good plays, but now, right now everything's getting funded, and there needs to be a little bit of discipline put into that.
Yeah. One fear a little bit of some Germans write-ups are that they think the size, what the volume, what the lenders have now is nearly the size was the real estate market was 2007 ago, and a lot of people have the fear that maybe the same happens what we have 2007, 2008. But I hope it's not happened. But coming back to the market, what you say in your speech this morning that your biggest problem, biggest fear is the gas price. Tell me why it is.
Well, that's true, because as much as oil has come down, oil is actually going to be the good news story from here. It's gas that I'm the most worried about. The production increase in gas has just been stunning. You know, you're looking at 12% increase in the United States last year, December from December. And really, the big risk is that that's all really from one play. It's called the Marcellus. It's in Pennsylvania, a little bit in Washington, Ohio, West Virginia, but really Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania on its own would be the 5th largest producing country in the world. That's how big this natural gas play is. So it's gone from about 3 billion cubic feet a day, Joe, 4 years ago, to 19 billion cubic feet a day in the last 4 years. That's huge growth. And so every other shale gas play in the United States is actually in a small decline. But until this formation peaks in production, and I don't know when that's going to be, gas is going lower. But I think it's definitely going lower for at least another year.
Okay, and why did not you see a decline in the production? Is the cost of the production so low that they can sell this gas easily with these prices?
No, there's two things happening. One is that the flow rates on these wells is unbelievable. Like, I think the last well I saw was 59 million cubic feet a day. That is just a monster well. Like in Canada, if you hit 3 to 4 million cubic feet a day, good well. 59 is huge. Now, the other thing too, though, is that we're seeing improvements in fracking every month. We're on to using more sand now. We're finding out that these wells can be spaced much closer together, so the costs on the well are coming down, and the productivity on the wells is going up. Like, and productivity on a per frac stage basis. So, you know, we haven't hit the limits yet of what we can suck out of the ground with fracking. So we're still getting better. So that's lowering costs.
Okay, is there any hope, I would say, for any markets where you really look oil, you say, okay, hopefully we are bottom, gas, don't touch it. So is there any area where you can say, yeah, in this area you can make money?
Yeah, by keeping your cash in your wallet, that's how you make money.
Yeah, but this is not really advice where you can make money. So,
you know, really, the truth is, I know what stocks I want to buy, and I even know when I want to buy them. So I just have to wait for the market to fall into that box. Okay. And so we now get to buy the leaders cheap. That's the good news. So you don't have to go run around and look at 25 different stocks. There's only 5 or 6 you want to own now. Okay. And so, but the timing is not there yet.
Okay, but the timing is not there yet, but what are the 5 stocks where we should look?
I'm not going to tell you that, Joe.
Why not? Damn. So the people should subscribe in your newsletter, and then they get the 5 stocks.
Then they get the 5 stocks.
Perfect. That's a deal. Keith, thank you for your update.
Thanks,
See you
Joe.
next time, and hopefully we have a better environment at this time, and hopefully some of the protection, our forecasts coming true.
We're not far off the bottom. That's the good news. We're not far off the bottom.
In the oil sector.
or gas. Gas, it's going lower, but.
Okay. Ja, das war ein Quick Update von Schaefer. Seine Erwartungen, ja, Ölpreis könnten wir es haben, das ist die gute Story, dass wir im Boden haben, aber Gas sieht ja deutlich tiefere Preise. Grund ist, hat er erklärt, Marcellerfeld Feed wächst extrem und die haben natürlich auch Produktionsraten, außerdem wird das Fracking immer besser und damit ist es die schlechte Nachricht. Also Gasstocks soll man nicht haben, Oilstocks kann man jetzt anfangen und er hat halt seine 5, 6 Titel, die er sich anschaut und die erfahren Sie, wenn Sie seinem Newsletter subscriben. Thank you, Keith, for your time.
Joe, God bless you.
You too. Thank you.